Hello everyone, and welcome to the second Cabot Today Show. I'm Layla Clemens.
And I'm Avery Basankin.
Many Cabot High School students have more than just homework once school ends for the day. One of these responsibilities is the addition of part-time jobs.
Let's go to Tyler Johnson and Nathaniel Thomas with more on our JAG program.
Thousands of students here at Cabot High have to go to school for 8 hours a day. Many of these students work a full shift afterwards. It can be stressful to juggle a school and work schedule at the same time, but thanks to the JAG program here at Cabot High, students can easily learn to balance both academics and business simultaneously.
JAG is an opportunity for students who like to work or need to work. They can come to school in the morning and then go to work in the evening. It allows them to balance out that process of school and work.
Then you can go ahead and start asking for those now.
JAG has a process, and so you can complete the application process, or you can talk to any of your career and tech teachers and they can send you in my direction. I'll be happy to talk with any students who have questions. They can just stop by. If they have questions about it, what the process is, other than just the application, they can contact me. So JAG is a little bit different. We do have a specific class for JAG, and so students would come to that class, and it depends on the load. Usually the class is either in the mornings, 1st through 3rd or 4th. That way the students can leave in the afternoon and then go to work. So you might just be on campus for 3 periods, and then you're off campus 4 through 7.
It has in a lot of ways. It helps me, like during the JAG class period, it helps me prioritize my job itself and like focus on my career today and for tomorrow. It helps me with school, and it also helps me with work at the same time.
It definitely gives me a lot of time to get my schoolwork done that I can't do at home. At first I thought it was so you could just work more, but it's so you can actually get your work done and work a job at the same time, and it just lets me get out early.
I really do, because JAG is not only a class for your current job, but it also prepares you for the future. It'll get you references, and it also gives you an opportunity to work during the school day.
Yeah, for sure. You just get so much more accomplished, and she teaches you more for your future, not just for right now.
Thanks to Ms. Davis for that exclusive interview on the JAG program and how it helps students. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, you two.
Art is a creative and fun thing to do. Not a lot of people think about and appreciate art, especially around Cabot High School.
We now go to Landon Rayleigh, Josie Hefner, and Anna Ellis with more information.
As the end of another school year draws closer, the art students from Art 2 and Art 3 have to put some of their most creative art into the art show. However, because of COVID, the art show is going to be held virtually. The art groups in Miss Gernard's class and Miss Goodman's class are extremely talented. They take their time in all their art projects and study on their way before they actually do the art projects. The students in each class usually have about anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks studying and preparing for their art projects, and then 2 weeks to do their projects. After they get done doing their art projects, they look amazing.
They are learning how to oil paint.
In what ways do you think that Art 2 students become better at art?
By practicing, working on their technical skill, doing all the groundwork and value scales, color mixing, learning how to draw from life, all that stuff builds their ability to make a better work of art.
In what way do you think preparation of an art project expands your students' art?
Oh gosh, it helps you problem solve. So if you sketch your ideas out first, you can kind of problem solve before you ever get to your project. Just drawing ideas out and then testing your colors, it lets you figure out things before you ever hit a problem.
All the classes in Art 2 and Art 3 use some of the most critical principles and components of art. Everything ranging from just simple shading concepts to abstraction concepts to even feeling words. The teachers are also a great part of the reason why all the students from Art 2 and Art 3 produce some of the most amazing artwork now.
Well, Art 3 is working on 3-dimensional sculptures, and we're using an everyday material, floral foam, in order to replicate the idea of carving. And the subject is non-objective emotions.
In what ways do you think you as a teacher expands your students' art?
I think I challenge them by giving them a lot of opportunities that they wouldn't necessarily explore on their own.
The art show is another great way for the art projects of Art 2 and Art 3 students to get recognized for all their hard work that they put into their art. From Cabot Today Show, I am Landon Rayleigh.
Thank you guys for an insight on our art program.
In our modern society, the uses of technology are seemingly endless. Things that seemed impossible 50 years ago is the norm of the American lifestyle.
Let's explore modern media culture with Luke Griffin, Tyler Rock, Edmundo Rivera, and Colton Perry.
Welcome to Media Minutes, presented by Cabot today. Alright, we got Rust, the popular PC sandbox survival game that's coming to Xbox and PlayStation. We're waiting to see how it'll perform on those consoles.
Resident Evil Village, the follow-up to Resident Evil Biohazard, keeps you playing as Ethan Winters on his quest to retrieve his kidnapped daughter from a Romanian village, as you fighting through hordes of demons and vampires in order to achieve his goal.
A Quiet Place Part 2, a sequel to the first one, is a movie where the Abbott family tries to hunt without making a sound. And if they make a sound, they might just die.
So, the Mortal Kombat movie. It's an updated take on the Mortal Kombat game series that has been popularized on all gaming platforms. We are excited to see how this movie will take to the movie screens and how well it will be received by audiences.
The Suicide Squad is going to be James Gunn's take on the original 2016 flop that was the same named movie, Suicide Squad. It'll take a new cast of characters and the creative mind behind Guardians of the Galaxy and hope to clear the name that has become notorious with a bad film.
There are many streaming services, but which one is the bang for your buck? You got Netflix with the original series and movies for $8.99. HBO Max, on the other hand, has Cartoon Network, DC, Studio Ghibli for $14.99. Hulu has sports and all the sitcoms for $5.99/$6.99. Disney Plus has Marvel, all the Disney shows, and Star Wars for only $6.99.
Thanks for watching Media Minutes. See you next time.
I can't wait for those releases.
It's easy to get caught up in our daily lives. Most of us don't stop to think about the beauty of nature and many things we can enjoy because of it.
Autumn Newmeyer and Ariel Lopez are here to shed light on Earth Day.
This year at Cabot High School, kids are coming together in an act of community service to build a beautiful garden in the courtyard.
Cabot High School has many clubs centered around community service, but oftentimes these services are done outside of campus. Recently, the AG and FFA classes have teamed up to build a quaint garden just beside the History and Language Wing. Currently, there are several class periods working on this project. The garden shows just how great our partners are at teamwork and helping this community service. The garden won't be finished for a while though, so we got with one of our students working on to get more details on the project.
Are you a part of the FFA garden being built outside?
Yes, somewhat. I'm one of the FFA officers here, so.
Awesome. Do you know what inspired the garden?
Basically what inspired it was community involvement and community service. That way we could get everybody kind of involved with it throughout the school, and with, I believe Miss Ursary is helping as well.
That's really interesting. What are you planning on planting in the garden?
We plan on planting vegetables, flowers, some fruits, I believe. Not 100% sure about that, but I know 100% flowers and vegetables.
Okay, do you know when the garden is supposed to be done?
We were planning on May 1st of this year, so it should be done here in a few weeks.
Okay, thank you so much. This garden is undoubtedly going to be a beautiful contribution to Cabot High. It will be a reminder of the great work we Panthers can do when we put our differences aside and work together. We will be eagerly waiting for the completion of this project. From CHTV, I'm Autumn Newmeyer.
Another major end of the year event is right around the corner. Graduation will mark the end of high school for our seniors.
We now go to Bryson Edge, John Rowe, and Edgar Avalos with more information.
The school year is almost over, and with that, it's time for seniors to graduate. Most of us have the opportunity to graduate, but due to COVID, last year's seniors didn't have the opportunity to enjoy their graduation. This year's seniors do, but it's not done in the traditional way.
Last year's seniors didn't get to graduate, although they get to this year. It's not the same as it used to be. Due to COVID, there have been a lot of changes to this year's graduation, such as location. We asked this year's seniors how they feel about graduation.
How has COVID affected your graduation experience?
Well, I got out of school, two months early, I think. We didn't walk the stage, we didn't celebrate much. We didn't do much of anything. No prom either.
Right.
I guess in a lot of ways COVID took away my graduation, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. The graduating class of 2021 is the first class to graduate post-COVID, and even though graduation is different than normal, having it at War Memorial is not a bad substitution. Reporting for Cabot Today, I'm Bryson Edge.
We're glad to report to you guys in such an exciting time of the year when school is coming to an end. People are graduating and we're ready to see new faces coming into our high school.
We all hope you enjoyed this episode of the second Cabot Today show, and we hope to see you next time.